Hi everyone, this is Practice Sumatif, paper 2, question number 6. So in this question, it shows the cross-section of an anti-heat bowl, which is made of stainless steel. The bowl has two layers in which the space between the two layers is a vacuum that functions as a heat insulator. So the inner and the outer layers of the bowl are parabolic in shape and can be represented by the equation y equals to ax squared plus b and y equals to 32 over 289 x squared, respectively. Now, let's look at this, the outer layer. The function given is y equals to 32 over 289 x squared. There is no y-intercept here, so we know that this parabolic graph passes through the origin. So let's just transfer this curve onto the Cartesian plane. Okay, let's just draw the curve. So we have the outer curve passes through the origin. So this is y equals to 32 over 289 x squared, whereas the inner parabolic graph, it is 1 cm above the outer curve. So that means from 0, move 1 unit, 1 cm outwards. So the y-intercept is 1. And then at the same level, okay, at the same level, we have the inner diameter of the bowl is 16 cm. So divided into 2 equal parts, because the y-intercept is the axis of symmetry, we have 8 cm here and 8 cm on the other side. So which means our x coordinates is -8 and 8. And then we have a 7 cm here. That means from 1 cm, we move upwards another cm. Therefore, the y coordinates here is 8. Right? So with that, we got the coordinates -8 and 8, which is on the inner curve. So 8 and 8. And since the distance at this level, right, between the two curves is 0.5 cm, which means the x coordinates will be -8.5, and the coordinates here is 8.5. I'm not sure whether it will help us in our solution, but just mark down all the information we have. Now, so the inner part, the inner curve is y equals to ax squared plus b. So from the equation, we know that b is actually the y-intercept. So b equals to 1. Or, to be safe, we can just substitute the point 0, 1 into the equation y equals to ax squared plus b. Okay, this point is 0, 1. So whenever we see y, we put 1. Whenever we see x, we replace with 0. So plus b. So we found b to be 1. And then next we put 0.88 into the equation because it is a point on the parabolic graph as well. So put this into y equals to ax squared plus 1. So whenever we see y, we put 8. Same thing goes to x, we put 8. And therefore 64a equals to 8 minus 1, 7. Therefore a, we found it to be 7 over 64. So we found the values of a and b. All right, next, let's move on to part B. So for part B, Anis wants to pour 1.5 liter of milk into the bowl. Is the bowl able to hold the volume of 1.5 liter of milk? We got to justify the answer. Now 1.5 liter, so it's the volume. So look at the bowl, the unit used is in cm. So how does cm related to liter? So let's convert 1.5 liter into 1,500 milliliter. And we know that every 1 milliliter is equivalent to 1 centimeter cubic. Therefore, we have 1,500 and cubic centimeter. To find the volume of the bowl, so we have to take this shaded region, all right, and then we revolve about the y-axis. Then we will get the volume of the bowl. So with that, to find B, the volume of the bowl, okay, that will be pi, all right, x squared, because it's towards the y-axis, so the subject must be x squared dy, and the boundaries must be on y-axis, so the y range from 1 to 8, so that will be our boundaries. Now, what is the x squared in terms of y? So look at the inner pair, the inner curve. The function of the inner curve is y equals to 7/64 x squared plus 1. Therefore, 7/64 x squared will equals to y minus 1. And x squared will equals to 64/7 y minus 1. All right, so with that, let's just substitute the x squared in. So we have 1 to 8, 64/7 y minus 1. Now, we can factorize this out, 64 pi over 7, and then we integrate the y minus 1. We will have y squared over 2 minus y, and with the boundaries 1 and 8. Substitute that in, 64 pi over 7. So we have 8 squared, 64/2 minus 8, and then minus half minus 1. Okay, this one we simplify. We got 32. All right, so over here we can use the calculator to calculate the value. So 32 minus 8. 32 minus 8. And then we minus half minus 1, negative half. So negative half. Okay, so we got 24.5, which is 49/2. So 64/7 pi times with 49/2. So let's simplify this. So we have 32 pi times 7. Okay, let's find what is 32 times 7 and then times pi. Pi value is not given, so we use the pi in the calculator. Therefore, we have 703.72. 703.72. This is cubic centimeter. All right. Therefore, the volume that can hold by the bowl is it's about 700 cubic centimeter. But to hold 1,500 cubic centimeter, so our answer is the bowl is not able to hold that volume. Okay. So the answer is no. Okay. The bowl is not able to hold 1.5 liter of milk. Okay, the maximum volume the bowl can hold is 0.7037 liter only. Yeah. Okay. So that's it for the answer for question number 6.